And then the song continues, Monsoono College, of all these different sections of my life. And the next section is my verse, which I always like to call the beginning of my part. And this is part. But I want you to take a look at it right here. Now, we've already done this chorus, which, as you remember, I was just saying, it was just, here's the chorus, ding, ding, we hold it, ding, and the chorus is, hold on, and I quite to the chorus, and then crawling up. So it's just doing, and then the chorus is really this E4 chord. It's an E flat, that's right, E flat. So if you're doing E flat to a G flat, then an A flat with a B flat bass. That's the chorus. And it comes from the verse, which is A minor. It's right here. And what am I doing in the left hand? It took that long an introduction to get to what I'm doing in the left hand. Well, what am I doing in the left hand? Well, I fifth it, just to break it. And instead of just staying in place, remember I've taken an A minor 2-7, and then I go to, of course it's the bass turn, to E minor 7-2-4. That's the verse of Monsoono College. And then the chorus is E flat, G flat, A flat with B flat bass. So it's a really happy song that starts with, it's all happy, but A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, and eventually goes to E flat, G flat, A flat with a B flat, or in the bass. And what is happening in all these basses in the verses and the choruses? There's a verse 1 and a verse and a chorus 1 and a verse 2 and a chorus 2 in Monsoono College that you're in right now. And I was using these fifths. And instead of just keeping it in the same place, I moved it. I kept fifthing at the here, but I can't go here because A minor with an, let's see, it sounds good here because it makes an F major 7, but anyways, with A minor, it's a dissonant. It's an illegal sour note in A minor. In a minor, it's the 6, believe it or not. But it was the 6 that makes it sound cool in any minor. 7, A minor 7, 2, 4, 6, all those notes. So all those notes, let's take a look at all the notes. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay, so now I can use, when I go to F, if I'm moving by fifth, so I'm just gonna move up fifth, off that A, because I'm in A minor, right? I'm in A minor right here. So I'm gonna go A. I'm going to remind myself, and I'm going to remind the listener that I'm in A minor. But in between, I'm going to do 2 other notes, and they're fifths, and they're going to crawl up the legal sweet notes of a minor 7 chord. Here, 2, a 4, and a 6. Okay, so watch. See how it crawled up there? 5, 6, minor 3, 7, 4. All legal, sweet crawl notes. And I did twice. Kept it going as I continued the melody. And now I'm in the E minor. Now what am I going to do in the E minor? Now I'm not going to do the same fifth thing. I'm going to think 2 and minor 3. Watch. In an E minor, doesn't that sound good? 2 and the minor 3. So what if I play around with each one? Go 1, 5, which is always a strengthener. This is a fifth. 1, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 1. But instead of just keeping on doing that, what if I alternate 1, 2, minor 3? What if I even go back to the beginning? Just to fill the time, which is 50% of music. And remember, it's an E minor 7, 2. Look at all those E minor 7, 2, 4. All that whole melodic part. right? Go back to the A minor part. Chromatic with a rhythm. Bit of that time I do. And then it's just the chromatic as we were doing before, and then A minor. Look at the bass line. Just breaking the chord. Look at E minor, minor, 2. No, here's E minor. E minor. 2, minor 3. Now watch when I go to the D. What do I got in the D? I'm gonna make a happy D. I'm gonna make a 2. And look at what I'm doing in the bass. 1, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3. Not minor 3, but 3. Back to A minor. Same pattern. The 16th notes are nice flowing there. Watch. And the melody goes like that, and I go, I'm just filling the time. 50% of music. Filling the time. To the chromatic. Remember A major 7 with a B bass, B flat major 7 with a C bass, B major 7 with the C sharp bass, then C major 7 2 with D bass, sink that back down. There it is. But remember the fifth in between all those fifths and these fifths and these fifth, everything heavy fifths. Everything is heavy fifths. It's fifthing. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. Very glad that there's fifths. Fifths. Hard to say. And what does it go to? This chromatic. However you do it, whether you break a chord and do like this. And I crawled chromatically, and into the let's keep doing the 1 5. Remember the 1 6 I was just talking about? Fifth, the C, D, C sharp, D, into that. That is the E flat to the G flat to the A flat bass. Listen to it in time. Here, I'll do it down here. Now just do the solid chords when I get there. Look at that. See how happy it is? That's what I'm saying. This chorus and verse is precious. Look at the thumb, B and C. Under the A minor. What's the A minor doing? But it's always A minor pattern. All the time you have A minor doing it. If you're doing E minor doing this. If you're doing the D, you're doing a fifth. A lot of fifths in Monsoono. A 1, a 5, and a 2, 3. This is on the next page, but I because it's such a quick resolution to that D right here that I find that it's important to point it out. I'm not even on the page yet. Here we go. Oh, where is it? Where's that quick D? It's so quick. It's right here. This is a quick D, and it's such a beautiful thing because you'd be going A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, then you're all of a sudden D, and then it's like you can hear more in the broken. Right, and then bottom line, I'm right over here, starting right here. Look at how I break the chords in the right hand when I have time 50% of music. I'm filling it by taking the solid chord and just breaking it apart. Following, the left hand knows what to do. If I'm going to E minor, I'm going to do this. If in the D, I'm going to go this. A minor, I'm always going to do that. It's the thing, I'm looking at it. And then E minor, D, but A minor is in my mind, but why not break the notes and just crawl around them? You know, I just crawling right with you. They're both 16th notes. Funny. And maybe there's a melody. Hear that melody? Here's the chromatics. I was a little bit the page before. I'm going to just do that again. Here we go. Start at the top. Here I have solid chords. Solid. The melody is picking right up, right where I am, not moving. Just stretching out of that. Look how all that time melody that I got. I got a lot of melody just came from right there. And then look at all this. I told you about in this part. It goes da-da-da. And then as soon as I'm back up to the A minor position, I'll hit it again. But now look how I'm just walking in between the 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. I'm an accent. I'm taking the bottom and just breaking the chord of this chord. Look at that. That makes a dissonance, you would think, but now with an E minor, beautiful. Now this is that E minor, it's kind of dissonant. Now listen to it resolve to D. Look at I'm moving 4, 3. Bisbee playing. Oh, again, we have that 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3 playing that pretty A minor. Flip the page. I gotta have the foot switch going here. I was keep thinking about that. Well, I just flipped the page. Okay. Chromatic. All these fifth. Whether I'm going or even that's considered a fifth now, because even though it's an augmented fourth, because it's in key with that F sharp. Remember that? And same with the F sharp, well, that's a fifth of the E minor. But anyway, so here I am in the chromatic beginning, a fifth off of the bass note. That's what I'm going to here. And the fifth off the bass note is G sharp. Sync, and then usually I just keep going all the key until I just go to that crawl, that part. Then I do the troll, the C, then the C sharp, then the D. And of course, it is the fraction of those. C sharp, and the D. It's not written, I know, but this is what's there. Look at that G flat, A flat with a B flat. It's what it is. It's this E flat. I call it E flat sus. This is E flat sus 6. I have a 6 in there. E flat sus. E flat sus. E sus. Oh, in that case, so this is a weird one because in this particular verse, this particular chorus is not a great example of that E flat. So a better example of that E flat would be the first chorus, which is right here. It's an E flat 6-2, see? And then a G flat, and then an A flat with a B flat bass. I know I'm going, but we talked about that play too. There's a different play, but that's the chords coming off of this crawl of the chromatic E flat. It lands right on E flat to G flat to A flat to B flat. That's the jam, and you can jam this part. You can jam this part. And then the bass note line that I made in here in the chorus too. But it's basically this. And again, what did I do with the solid notes of the broken? Broken is part of it. They're solid in my mind, and then I just broke them. Ding, 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 ding. That's what you can do. You can do these add-ons. So that was the add-on of the verse. Now,
chorus.
what happened in the chorus is an add-on. This is the E flat part right here. And in this case, as I said, I was taking this E flat. It's actually, to me, it's an E flat 2, 6. There's a 6 and a 2. But it's all spread in 4. It's just like a 4 chord. C is a 6, F is a 2, B flat is the 5, and E flat, of course, is the 1. And then in the G flat, I know this is not written there, but this is what it is, analyzing it. G flat, 6, 2, spread the same way. And then, of course, an A flat, full chord. There's an A flat with a fullness of an octave. With a B flat bass, that's the chorus. That's an E flat right there, 6, 2, spread in 4s. And I know it's not right there, but and look at the bass line though. Here's the bass line. I'll start right there. I played an octave. That's during the E flat part. And then what's happening during the G flat? Here's the G flat. I don't even go anywhere. I just stay all on flats. B flat, and then G flat, A flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. In the time, 50% of music that this is happening. So anyway, I just am saying that the bass line is the same, no matter what is happening. And I like that doo-doo, and of course it's down here. Because the keyboard set an octave lower, I am playing an octave higher, just so you can hear. B flat, B flat, B flat. Now what if I just put that part, now I'm making it a 7, and I'm making this, why are all those notes all of a sudden cool on top of a 6? Because it's an E flat, but it's not an E flat major tone, it's an E flat blues tone. And the cool thing about the E flat blues scale is that it's all the flats plus A. Here it is. Clustering it. Anyway, look at those notes. Look at the notes I got. Look at those notes. Okay, E flat, G flat, A flat, A, B flat, D flat, E flat, right? Now look at the notes of this chord in the major. I'm adding a 6 and a 2. I got a lot of notes there, right? But all those notes and the majorness. So I've got the squishness of a blues scale on top of a major town scale. A blues town scale on top of a major town scale. That's what it's all about. I keep telling people that you don't need to know all these modes and all these crazy harmonic, monodic, whatever, crazy minors and everything like that. All you need to know is the major streets and the blues streets, and you got everything you need. You do not need to do anything else, because when you crush them together, you get such a variety of coolness that you can make all kinds of songs and melodies and everything off of majors or blues or minors or whatever. But here we have a major E flat, and I'm going to use the E flat blues in the thinking and the majorness of it to come up with this. Yeah, that's cooking hamburgers. Yeah, that's cooking hamburgers of the song. But at the same time, cooking is all legal notes on the. I can't play it subtracting at the same time. Believe me, it is the same. All right, so it's the same. Wait, I just got to get a little level check. Hey, level check, how you doing? All right, we got some keys in there? How you going? Wank hank. All right, so I want to go to the next page here. So I have, used the blues scale of crawling right down. During the time, 50% of music, of an E flat, a G flat, A flat with a B flat bass, during this part of the chorus. Listen to this. I'll slow it down. G flat, and then the A flat, the B flat bass. Listen. Go up. Direction. Bass note stays the same. Right? Listen to this. Want to see it again? E flat blues scale. All the flats plus A. All right, and then crushing. Look at it. Taking the 4 to the +4 and crushing it. Listen, grace note. Then on the way up. Just all the flats will work, except for A you put in there too, and you'll get exactly. And then of course and then I actually go right up to just all the flats, which is really associating with a G flat with an A flat bass. This is building back to the verse, and then I'm going to an A with an E bass. It's coming right next. A with a B bass, and you can do anything of but here I'm going actually more of a kind of a major 7 sound when I'm doing it here, because what I do is I put that A flat down on the bass, play any of the flats I want, and then go up to the B, and I just kind of go down the same thing as a down motion. So an A flat in the bass, a B in the bass, and then E flat. Now this, I get more of a minor 2/7 thing going, even though it's way up here and just arpeggiating down this. It was just to fill this period of time, but most of the time when I'm doing it, just going down here, first on an A flat, then I'm going with a B bass, then I'm going to E flat bass. Look at this crawl. And I change it to a D7 +5. Let's take a look at that. 6, 2, +4. I said +5, I meant to say +4. D7, 2, +4. It's almost looking like an E with a D bass, doesn't it? E with a D bass, but it's not too late. D, put a C in there, make it D7. And crawling right up it. Brings the end of the chorus and back to the verse. A minor. You know what's coming next? E minor, E minor, E minor. And it's kind of a crawl around, right around the 4 and the minor 3 of the E minor. I think that's right. Cool, right full in. And then back to the A minor, A minor. Again, keep my hand right there, and I'm moving my right hand, just breaking it and just stretching in between the minor 3 and the melody. Here's the chromatic, da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, didn't line up quite there, but it's yeah. There we go. Chromatic going up in the right hand, down in the left hand, chromatically. And then you land back on that common tone E of the melody, A minor. Breaking the notes chord. A minor 7, A minor 7, don't need the A in there. Here's a 7, here's a 2, here's a minor, here's a 5. Just breaking, and doing fifths, walking the fifth thing, always fifths that I was doing the bass. To an inversion of that with a walk of the legal 6th note of the A minor. And then the 6 becomes the 2 of the E minor. To that resolution to D2. To the A minor, and then we go melodically to the A. Oh, this is in the way. A major 7 with B bass, fifth of the bass note. C, a B flat with the C bass, and then a B major 7 with a C sharp bass, and then C major major 7 D bass. I'll just watch those things. Don't forget, this is sharps right here. That's why this is naturals. Because remember, everything key C, everything's written in the key of C in Studio E. And that means that you have to wait, and you have to wait and hold and watch every measure carefully. But it's great because you can change between flats and sharps instantly and lets the computer do the work for you. That's excellent. And so anyway, here you go. The chromatic is, and that is a C sharp, has to be natural, and then just scrolling around, doing the 5th in the bass as we talked, and then to the twirl of the 6 happy and the B, C, gotta crawl it. Sorry, I gotta make sure I can get the 6 here. I'm going 1, 6, 1, 2. Then, sorry, I'm just there to, and we're going to go right to the E flat 2, 6, right? But this time, it says something weird. It says E sus with a G flat, with an E flat bass. What? E sus with a E. That's got to be a misprint, right? No, I'll tell you why. It's using the blues A, okay? Remember the A? That A? It's using it as a dissonance but coolness beginning of the riff that's coming. You can see there's a big riff coming down there. It's a big half note. And what is that? All naturals. Remember, everything in Studio E is written in the key of C. So there's nothing there. There's nothing. There's no flats. It's an E sus over an E flat. Remember the bass line? We're going to still do it. It's in the chorus. We're just as we're crawling out of the verses, we're so happy out of the verse, and we're happy out of the verse, and we're coming to the chorus, and it should be happy. But no, instead of it's what? Yeah, it's of the blues scale. All the flats plus A. Well, let's start on A. It says it was legal, and then I'm gonna fourth it. Like I like to fourth everything down or up, but in this case I'm going down. I'm just all fourths. I just love playing fourths. Fourths are my favorite thing on the keyboard. Fourths, I love fourths. So fourths everywhere, up from every note you are, and fourths down from everywhere. And parallel fourths and all kinds of. I love them. Anyways, and octaves, but and all kinds of intervals. I love all intervals. But look, if I like this one, it's so dissonant. You're like, oh, there's got to be a misprint. It's got to be that, right? Got to move it all down the back. Nope, it's got to be this. Because look what happens. I'm going to resolve it. Do you hear it? I want it to be dissonant. And then I want to go play with a little bit around there, but I want it to be dissonant. I wrote it that way to be dissonant. Sometimes you write to be dissonant because you want dissonance. Dissonance is not bad. It's just that I go for sweetness. I go for fatness. I go for that kind of sound over dissonance a lot because dissonance can be overused. Dissonance is easy. You can play a dissonance, just like a major seventh is a dissonance, right? Yeah. So why wouldn't here off of E flat? That's a major 7. Of course, if you're filling it with a major 7, it doesn't sound as dissonant, but it's a dissonance. So dissonance is good. But it can be overused like too free form, is what I want to say. You can just play too free form and everyone's dissonant and there's no form. I just don't like that. I like more form. I'm trying to teach exact notes right here. Well, not exact, but just to get you jamming around in them. These exact notes, you watch it, it'll grab you and get you jamming. And here, watch it. Same riff. I'm going to go back and accent that. See that? Hold on. Here we go. And let's do it down octave. Same thing. Just, it's just really playing off that bass line. What can I do with it? I'll do dissonance. 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 And I do it 4 times or twice. I start moving this bottom part. I'm a little page ahead. See, I'm moving it right there. I mean a little rhythmic. All right, page turn. And then I go into major. Now remember, it's an E flat major, and then it's a G flat, and then it's an A flat with a B flat. What would it be if I 16th note arpeggiated just an E flat chord? Broken it by the 2 outside notes and then the middle note. But I'm just going to move then to the next inversion. So I'm going to go inversion like this, but I'm going to break it. Each inversion is going to be broken. The outside 2 to the center. Outside 2 to the center. Watch. Now here's a G flat here. Same. See it? But I'm breaking it from the outside 2 to the center to the next inversion. Outside 2 to the center. Outside 2 to the center. Outside. What if I was in an A flat with a B flat bass? I'm going to take the A flat and I'm going to break it. You know, this is the A flat. Outside 2 to the center, outside 2 to the center, outside 2 with a B flat bass though. And he goes G flat. Isn't that cool? There's a play on the bass line. I jam and I put it in the song. And then if you make a full chord and you go, you break the center 2. It's cool. It's almost like a flutter, but it's just like and you're just playing that E flat chord, the G flat, and then the A flat with the B flat bass, and you're just breaking it apart. Isn't that fun? A flat with B flat bass. Come to all that playful fun time, and then let's do a little bit of just from the very beginning when I was in a church. And I used to go there every Sunday night and jam and sneak away from the youth group. This is right before I wrote the dedication chords. It's right around the same time that I did the dedication chord that started this whole song. At that same church, every Sunday night, I would go and I'd meet with all the kids who, it was a youth group thing. And then I'd sneak over into the church and they had a grand piano on one single amber spotlight that shot down right over the thing. You could turn that on. Even with a rheostat, and I would turn that on, and it would spotlight on that grand, and I would play for a couple hours by myself. And there were a couple people that snuck in to listen to me, but anyways, during that time, I wrote these 2 chords. It's a 4 chord. Yeah, another 4 chord. I love 4s. I don't know what chord it is. I have identified it here as and it is a sus chord, and I'm gonna call it an E flat. I don't know. I don't know if I should call it an E flat. It's an E flat minor 7/4. That's what and it does go to an A flat 6/2. So E flat. I'm saying E flats here. It's just when I hear these chords together, I just remember. Those 2 chords, I just love them. That big empty sanctuary. So what would be more appropriate at the end of this whole song and all these collections of time that was? Go right back to the beginning, to the Amen section of the ending of the song. And see, that's where I learned that you could play all the flats with any flat in the bass. You could all play another flat, and I just happened to find these 4ths. Look, that's a 4th. Let's take a look at that 4th. This is not a 4th down here. We have to go to F to make it a 4th. So I'm going from we can count this as the melody. And in the bass, look, I'm just staying on the very basic. I'm just octaving, rhythmic within the octave. Here's an E flat, A flat, and the A flat 6. Right? Playing a little play, use my thumb to make a little rhythm, right? But I discovered recently, or whatever, as I developed on those 2 chords, that I could keep that same thing going, but I could change the bass note underneath it. Get some really cool chords. So I'm doing this E flat. Now watch. Put G flat in the bass. Oh, that sounds cool. That makes it a G flat. G flat 2. Then look at this. Oh, well, that sounds F minor 2/7. Ooh, F minor 7/4. If I put an F in the bass, and I'm going to move this ahead to the next page. Whoa! I hit a unusual drop. If I put an E flat in there, it becomes an E flat minor 7. We knew that. But what if I put a D flat there? That becomes a D flat major 7 or 6. It's just 6. It's not a major 7. It's not a major 7. It's a 6/2 because there's no major 7. It's a very fourthy type thing, and then of course I can switch right away because let the computer work. We're going to the key of C, and it's very great. We can switch right to sharps from flats, and here it is B major 7 because I'm just crawling down. And then let's crawl. G flat, F, E flat, D flat. Let's change it up. I gotta go to B major 7. I'm in B. Remember the B major street is all sharps with B and E. So all those will work, but I'm right on there anyway. So it's going to become a B major 7, and then it's going to become a B flat minor 7. When it goes to keeps sinking down, blow down to B flat, then it's going to go to this is strange, but a play once again on that blues of E flat, slowing down. What? And I even made a note on the music. This is supposed to be E natural. It is a dissonance. This song ends on a dissonance. So you have to end this one on a dissonant. as it began on a dissonance, remember? Remember that? And it ends on a dissonance. But isn't it? Let's just go back to a little bit to this in this. D flat, B flat, A flat in the bass, and the dominant A flat in the bass, then G flat, dominant in the bass, E, yeah, E, and let's just do a rattle of it. Let's accent it even more. Let's do a da-da. Here it is, the da-da right here. Da-da. Rattle.